Welcome to this video. It's PVS the tutor and this is Genius Pro Online School. In today's lesson, we are going to look at sequence and series, where we are going to focus on the arithmetic progression. So follow me properly as I explain. So what exactly is an arithmetic progression? The one we call AP. So an arithmetic progression is just a sequence of numbers in which the difference between any two consecutive terms is constant. All right. So we are saying it is a sequence, all right, of what? Of numbers in which the difference between any two consecutive terms is constant. Okay? This difference is what you call the common difference. So this constant is called the common difference. Clear, right? Exactly. So the symbol is actually D. So if I give you an example, I give you 3, 7, 11, 15. The common difference, all right, the common difference is given by term n minus term n minus 1. What is term n? Term n is a term after, and term n minus 1 is a term below. The key word is two consecutive. Consecutive means following each other, all right? Meaning here, I'm going to get D, I can get 7 and 3. This will give me what? 4. Or I can get 11 and 7, still giving me what? 4. Or 15 minus 11, I'm still getting 4. It's quite common because it's a constant. Okay? Next, so we've done the common difference. Moving on, we look at the nth term. The nth term. Nth term is given by Tn A plus n minus 1 multiplied by D. Now, there are things that you need to know. N, Tn, Sn. This language applies to arithmetic progression. A is the first term of AP. D is a common difference. We've talked about this one. N is the number of terms. Are we together? Wow, Tn is just the nth term. All right, which is just the general term. Sn, which is the sum of the first n terms. Don't just say the sum of terms. No, the sum of the first. I think in every question you are going to find, they always include the word first. All right. So now, given the formula here, how can we find the nth term? All right. So let me give you an example. We have the sequence. So if I give you the sequence, example, I give you the sequence 12, 9, 6, 3. All right. How can we find the nth term? How can we find the nth term? You should be able to know that nth term be given a plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. So the nth term, in this case, our first term is 12. So you put 12 there. Here, n, it is still n, so it remains the same way. What is the common difference here? The common difference you get, for example, 9 minus 12, we are getting what? Negative 3. 6 minus 9, negative 3. So you put your negative 3 here. Meaning you have 12, negative 3 and n minus 3n, negative 3, negative 1 plus 3n, 3. So the nth term, in this case, it will be equal to 15 minus 3n. Just like that. You've seen it. Moving on. Let me give you another example. Example 2. Okay? If I give you the sequence 5, 8, 11, then I ask you to say find the 12th term. How are you going to find the 12th term? So get yourself here. Identify your first term, 5. Identify your common difference, 8 minus 5, 3. If you want, you can get 11 and 8, you still get 3. What about n? N is in 12 that we are finding here. 12. Meaning our 12th term will be equal to a plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. A is 5, n is 12 minus 1, d is 3. Right? Meaning we have 5, 12 minus 1 is 11. 11 multiplied by 3, you get 33. Meaning that the 12th term in this sequence will be 38. Clear? All right. Next, you look at the sum of the first n terms. Sum of the first n terms. I think Sn is what we wrote, is given by n divided by 2, then multiplied by 2a plus n minus 1 multiplied by d, then close brackets. All right? This is the first formula. So I'm going to write form 1. What about form number 2? Okay? Form number 2 is given by sum of the first n terms is equal to n over 2, then a plus l, where here a is the first term, n is the number of terms, d is a common difference. But what is here? Here a is the same, first term. L here is the last term. So you can find the sum of terms using this or that, depending on how the question has been phrased together, right? That's how it is. So let's look at an example. All right, let's look at an example. Okay, so here's an example. If I say find the sum of the first 15 terms, find the sum of the first 15 terms of 2, 5, 8. How would you find the sum? All right, how? Okay, so let's now find the sum of the first 15 terms in this sequence. All right, so write down the formula. Sum of n is equal to that, okay, plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. So proceed. N is what? N is 15. Therefore, n is what? N is 15. So you put 15 there over 2. Okay? Then 2a is 2 as well, plus n is 15 minus what? 1. Then d, 5 minus 2 is 3. So that's our common difference. Making sense, Steph? Then moving on, I'll keep my 15 over 2. Okay? Then here I'm going to get 4 plus, this is 15 minus 1, 14. What is 14 multiplied by 3? Is 42. Which will give me, I'll keep my 15 over 2 because I'm in there's something I want to do. This will give me 46. And 42 can go into 46. How many times? 23. Meaning I'm now multiplying 15 and 23, which I know sum of 15 terms here. You cannot fail to multiply 15 and 23, and which will give us 345. This is the sum of the first 15 terms in that sequence. All right, so if we get all the terms 2, 5, we keep on adding 3, 3, 3, 3, which is the common difference. 15 of them will give us 345. Are we together? Now, let's look at scenario number 2. Let's look at scenario what? Number 2. Scenario number 2 is where we use this formula. This one here, where we've got a and the last term. So I can say the first term of an arithmetic progression is 10. All right. The last term is 100. And there are 10 terms. Find the sum. Find the what? The sum. So, the first term of an AP is 10. The last term is 100. The number of terms between 10 and 100 is actually 10 as well. How do we find the sum? So the sum of 10 terms now will be equal to 10 over 2. We get the first term plus the last term. Okay? Meaning this will be 10 over 2. This will be 110. All right? Meaning now it's just a matter of 2 there is 5, 110, giving us 5, 5, 0. Next, you are going to look at finding the number of terms. Finding number of terms. Finding number of terms. All right, let's say A is given, all right, D is given, and Tn is given. Are you able to find the number of terms? Yes, we can. Because from A, n minus 1 multiplied by D, all right, if you make n the substitute formula, you know that you'll be getting what? You'll be getting Tn minus A is equal to n minus D, or n minus 1 over D, meaning n minus 1 is equal to Tn minus A over D. So this one goes the other side. So n is just Tn minus A over D plus 1. This is a formula if you want to find the number of terms. Okay, just like that. Example. If in the AP, all right, 4, 9, 14, how many terms are there up to 84. Okay, so here A is 4, D is 9 minus 4, which is 5, Tn is 84. So from the equation that we just made, Tn minus what? A over D plus 1. Tn is 84 minus A is 4, D is 5, then plus 1. Meaning, we're going to have 80 over 5 plus 1. 80 into 5 is 5 into 8 is 16 plus 1. So the number of terms here are 17. So thank you so much for following me in this video. Subscribe and follow for more. Make sure that you join our online classes at a very affordable rate, and to be able to help you pass or do well in your exams. See you.